There's a healer over here.
Another new soul in Ulcerant. Tell me, are you here for the right of Matharu as well? His voice is clear to those who truly wish to believe.
Can I shop? Who are you?
I'm an apothecary. I never thought about vast things, the workings of the heavens, the way of gods. But then I lost my mother. In my grief, I wandered here, into the desert, where the voice came to me. It drew me here, to the oasis. And when I was at my weakest, my most despairing, Matharu comforted me, and asked me to come give my offering. Since then, I have led others here.
I take it you like Matharu.
Great Matharu holds the fates of our world in his hands. Without his divine order, everything would descend into chaos. We are meant to make his message a reality.
I mean, I've heard that before. What's the voice you heard?
Why, the voice belongs to none other than Matharu himself. He speaks to us through this place, this oasis.
You say so.
Hail! Have you brought something from Matharu?
Training. And everything you know. Bah. Talking about mercantile training.
I've not trained anyone since coming to the desert, but very well. Any money I make will benefit Matharu, so I will teach you.
Tell me about the area.
It's wonderful, if only because Matharu has blessed it with his presence.
What of Era?
I heard word of this shrine from her. Followed her all the way from Dalentarth. Farewell, adventurer.
Strange people. The goal for the next 15 minutes is to try to find a city. Like a little township, something. And who are you?
I'm a seamstress, an excellent one. Lot of good it's doing me right now.
Please, my husband needs help. I can't bear to think about what the Fae are doing to him in there.
He was kidnapped?
We were just trying to pass through to the Red Marches when Amalur became ill. We had stopped so he could catch his breath when the Fae came storming out of their ruin. They took him past the barrier to the south, and I haven't seen him since.
We know the area.
I hardly know where we are, let alone what this place is. I just want my husband back. I've heard that these wilds are the last place in Detir to find the Fae undisturbed.
Where's your husband?
They took him to a ruin beyond that fork in the road. I tried to stop them, but they won't release him until the curse is removed. I have no idea what they're speaking of. Please, help us!
I'll help you.
Thank you so much. The Fae took him through the narrow pass nearby.
I don't think we're falling into town anytime soon, so let's go do this. I guess you can count this as a city.
Narka must welcome, mortal. I can heal your vessel if you require it. It is my role.
Heck yeah. We know the area.
This land is in pain. It is afflicted as the Narka are afflicted.
Who are you?
I repair the vessels of the Circle when necessary. It is my role.
We know the Narca.
Mindless. There's some are Fae. They cannot distinguish Fae from foe. They attack all who approach. We know not the cause. Goodbye.
Okay.
You there? Help me, please. The Fae kidnapped me and won't let me leave. I think I'm ill. Please convince them to let me go. This pain is unbearable.
You were kidnapped?
My wife and I were just passing through Ulcer and we lost our way trying to get to the Red Marches when I grew ill. The next thing I know, I have a burning fever, and when I stopped to catch my breath, the Fae ambushed us.
What about your wife?
You saw my wife. Thank goodness she's all right. I bet she'd wait out there for a decade if she had to. I hope I won't be stuck here for that long.
You do. You do. What are their intentions?
They keep talking about how I can't leave until I'm free of the Narca affliction.
You do anything special about the area?
This place is as foreign to me as my Fae captors. There's nothing here except the lethal wildlife and a scorching sun above. And all the Fae we could ever hope to meet. Blasted, I'd leave right now if I could.
And the sands beget a mortal. Fascinating.
We are the Circle of Strange. The threads of fate do not entwine your destiny.
He's a Fate Weaver. What's Circle of Good?
We await the return of our champion. The mortal Magnus defeated him, and he has not returned.
Who are you?
I read the fates for the Circle. That is my role.
We know the Narca.
They are our brethren, but they cannot distinguish Fae from foe. They attack all who approach, and we know not the cause of their malady. Goodbye.
Okay.
The champion.
Loot and then talk to Big Cheese. Face, that's cool. Alright, let's talk to the Big Cheese.
Greetings. You are strange. There's something distinctly Fae about you.
I'm King Winston. How you doing? Tell me about yourself, Florian.
I direct the Circle of Engard in its duties. My allies and I serve the champion of valor, not the mortal pretender, but the Fae known as Engard. Unfortunately, the champion is no more. Not since his defeat in the arena by mortal hands.
Tell me more about the House of Valor.
The Fae champion of valor, Engard, was defeated in battle years ago at the House of Valor by a Varani warrior. In accordance with Fae tradition, control of the house passed to that mortal, and the Fae were forced to leave.
Well, that sucks. Tell me more about the Fae.
We realize our presence in Datir is rapidly diminishing. If we can re-establish the tradition lost with the House of Valor, perhaps we can still stabilize our presence in this region.
Perhaps. What about the Narca?
They are our brethren, afflicted by the same curse as the Almain Alard. Left untreated, the curse alters the mind and role of the afflicted. We term these brethren Narca, and you'll find them wandering the desert of Ulcerund, attacking any that come near. They cannot tell friend from foe. It'll take some time before it's safe to walk the sands without a resolution to this dilemma.
What about the area?
The Fae have thrived here for many cycles. Though the way the seasons have been flowing, we may not thrive for much longer.
True days. So what about your champion? What happened to him?
We have confidence that he'll appear in Amalur once again. Every Fae is compelled to perform a function, and reigning as champion was Engard's role. When the champion returns, the circle of Engard will take up arms once again, and our rites of combat will shake the earth.
That sounds fun. What about Fae of this area?
Some of our brethren departed, like our champion, Engard. Some went mad and became Narca. Those of us who are left remain for the sake of this land. If it were free of the Narca curse, we would gladly follow after our champion.
Okay, so why imprison the Almain?
Releasing him would be detrimental to Fae and mortal alike. I sense something peculiar about you, though. Perhaps you could help him. He could be healed, we surmise, with the completion of the Rite of Valor.
What happened to him?
Have you noticed my enraged summer brethren out in the sands? They attack anyone, friend or foe. We of the Circle term it the Narca Affliction. It's a curse magical in nature. The affected cannot be reasoned or bargained with. The Almain fell victim to the curse, and though it has not altered his mind, he complains of pain. He warrants study, and so we keep him.
What can be done for the Almain?
The key is the Cora Petal. The regenerative properties of the petal can cure the Almain. You'll find it on the vessel of the Guardian of the Caverns, the Cora Thresh. The Rite of Valor will awaken the Guardian, which has lain dormant in this long winter. Defeat it, and the petal can be plucked from its vessel.
I can help him.
Head to the Caverns of Ingress at the base of the Great Spine. There are 3 Erathi sigil stones within. They are marked by a waterfall, a pillar, and a tree. Activate them in that order. Each stone will curse you. Once the last stone is activated, a beast of many vines will challenge you in your weakened state. Defeat it, and bring the Cora Petal to us.
Is that all I have to do to complete the rite?
You must activate 3 sigil stones within the Caverns of Ingress. They're marked by a waterfall, a pillar, and a tree. Each stone will lay a curse upon your vessel when activated, and summon opponents to face in your weakened state. At the rite's end, a beast of many vines will appear to challenge you. Defeating it will permanently remove the curses.
What are the curses?
Their effects are temporary. The curses will vacate your body if you begin the rite, and then leave the Caverns of Ingress.
Okay. So what do I have to do?
You must retrieve the Cora Petal from the Caverns of Ingress. Complete the Rite of Valor, and you will awaken a beast of many vines. Find it, defeat it, and pluck the Cora Petal from its vessel. We have waited long for the champion to return.
Sounds like a plan. Oh, it's over there by them. Okay. I only got 5 minutes, so...
This life offers 2 choices. Fight or die. Those who choose to live face conflict. It is the natural balance of this world. The weeds preclude the flower's bud. The spider's web arrests the fly. The water carves the rock. In the dry wastes of the Tyr, in the land known as Ulcerund, the House of Valar became the home of this primal force.
Some valor.
From the Desert Runner's lethal dance to the chaos of the Wolfpack, the Fae displayed these contests as art. Engard, the embodiment of contention, arose as champion. His strike was as the mantis leg, a bolt amid stillness. He met defeat like the salamander's tail, lost, but only to grow again. He inflicted wounds like the serpent's fang, rotting poison to weaken the mightiest opponent. His baleful stare was the shark's fin above the water's surface, promising a bloody end.
Next, we're gonna mark this map and then we're gonna go sell stuff and get outside.
The walls of Glir Athwin came crashing to the ocean's turmoil. Our people, despaired and battle-weary, hiding from the ogre's fists, saw Beala Tirin atop the revered spire, dressed in priestly garb and circled by a camp of mages. Wise Tirin called forth the grace of Lyria, her beauteous song, paragon of the ethereal. The people climbed to her side, a summit cloister of spell-woven forces. She smote the Jotun from the hallowed pinnacle, and never again did they return. Rader, she named the place where sharp rocks break the water's surface. This home for all Dokulfar, the lunar crag of Lyria, founded in the 14th year after the parting.
The Great Ones contested Engard's knowledge, and time and again they failed. The combat space was a patch of dirt, which soon became a clearing. The clearing, trampled by the feet of warriors, sunk into the earth and became an arena where the bravest mortals heard the feral clamours of the combatants. The House of Valor was born.
I was hoping to fill up my gauge before I got off, but that's okay. Okay, we'll go over there and see if we can mark that real quick.
The withering war swept across the land. Seelie and Unseelie fought each other. The House of Valor was abandoned for the battlefields of Isa and Old. Engard battled forwards as the warriors of Valor thrived on the plains of Eretha. The storm grew as they joined the war, and the Seelie threw back the invaders. You kind of want to get that last. Yes. Alright, spend an extra couple minutes. And go get that last stone. And then we'll get off.
I've never killed.
It should only take another few seconds.
When the armies of Own subsided, the Seelie returned to the land, and the House of Valor was forever changed. The conflict of the cycle waned, and the Fae now embodied the peace of sleep. Engard no longer fought, and was without purpose. The great cycle turned through the ages. Seasons passed. A mortal defeated the champion of Valor. His name was Hroth Magnus.
Nice, nice. Good way to end. Are you anyone important?
You do not belong here, mortal. The crown of the sun is a Fey domain.
Yeah, we'll come back to you later. Mysterious weapon. Of average speed, it looks weird. I'll take it for now. Okay, mapped it all out, except the 2 ways into the next areas. Go right here. Walk up to those weirdos in the Mitharu camp. Sell, save, and then we'll start with this dungeon when we get back. It's Wednesday, so Friday. We'll be back on Friday.
Welcome to the Oasis of Ingress, where the divine voice of Mitharu.
Hey, I want to look at. Oh, it's a sword. It's a crazy looking sword. I like crazy stuff. Okay, so that's basically what we'll do Friday, is we will do this dungeon here, and then we'll continue on through the tier. We've already done the first area, and now we're going to go through, basically just work our way down. We got the House of Valor that we got to go through. I think it's kind of like a tournament thing, so there's going to be like multiple rounds of fighting and some other stuff, if I remember correctly. So that'll be pretty entertaining. That'll be kind of cool. Different than what we've been doing lately. And then from there, we'll just keep working our way through the main story stuff. Finished all the DLCs. So now it's just kicking through and finishing out the main story. Probably another few, at least a few more streams. This is probably another week. And then we'll talk about what's next. So, as always, thanks everyone for being here. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please come visit the channel. I stream Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays at twitch.tv/Rader0. So, other than that, guys, have a good time, and we'll see you next stream. Thanks.